Okay. I hate when my ear is like popping out like that. It makes me feel like an elf or something. Now, don't get me wrong, I love elves. I just don't want to be one. Hi! Hi! Oh wait, yeah. Yeah! Hi guys! Hey, what's up? What's poppin'? What's crack-a-lackin'? What's going on in the neighborhood, man? What's going on? I'm sorry. Gotta calm down. Gotta calm down. So, what are we talking about today? First, if you don't know who I am, because you probably don't, and I hope I just kind of popped up in your recommendation and you gave me a shot. So, kudos to you if you did. But I just be vibing over here. Just be doing my own damn thing. I have a couple of aesthetic videos. I have a couple of videos where I talk. These are my NoScriptnItShows where I just talk about different things. But even those are not really fixated into one group category, but I still have like the set thing. I just like edit my videos and do my stuff and I talk. You can find more information about me in my channel description, along with links to my Patreon, my Twitch, my everything, my sticker store, all of that junk. Support your girl. I do a lot of great things, and if you want to support me in the arts and just support the arts in general, definitely hit me up. I'm doing this full time now. That's just makes me feel great. So yeah, if you want to support or you want to just keep watching more of my videos, go for it. I definitely encourage you to do that. Yes. Yeah, do that. Yes. Anyway, today, looking at my notes. So, I think I'm going to pick this one. Yeah. Manifesting for the non-mystical. That's what this video is going to be about. Manifesting for the non-mystical. What does that mean? Well, I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm sorry. Manifesting to me is something that I always knew existed in some way. I just didn't really get the concept at first. But I'm getting it now. I'm starting to process and understand what people mean when they're saying, I'm gonna manifest that, or I manifested that, or all that shit. And it's not just like, I don't know, whenever I thought about manifestations, it's just like something coming up out of thin air. But that's kind of what everything that we exist in is just something that came up out of thin air from other things that came up out of thin air to make this product. And it's here now. We have a big marble that we live on, this big rock, this big thing. What did it come up out of? Didn't it just break off from other rocks? Didn't it just anyway, let me not get into that. When people talk about manifesting, I know usually there's some groups that are like, okay, hell yeah, I'm down. I want to manifest. I want to know how to do this. This is so easy. I want to become God manifested and do the things that I feel like I desire and create the things that I want. And then there's other people that are like, those people are so crazy. What are they talking about? And just straight up delusional and all this other stuff. And I get it. I totally get it. Because what's the saying? If I say it right, cool. But if I don't say it right, then... So really, this whole manifestation thing, or magic in general, is just unexplained shit. There might be something going on outside of this. I'm sorry if you hear not even my roommate, it's the house over. I don't know what game he's playing, but he just keeps yelling, and I want to yell at him so bad. I just want to, when my laptop dies with the fucking ring light on it, the ring light dies. Oh. Give me a minute. Okay, that's better. Hey, before my neighbor and then my ring light interrupted me. I don't want to say that the people that think that this is delusional shit is wrong, or are wrong. They're not, but in a way, like, everything is an illusion. Just measurement of time in general is an illusion that we all just subscribe to. So how hard is it to just decide one day, I'm not gonna fucking subscribe to that anymore. Oh, I have $0 in my account. I'm just not gonna subscribe to that. Somebody's gonna give me some money. I'm gonna get paid today. Like, I'm gonna get paid today. It's not gonna be $0 anymore type shit. That is so easy to do, but people just think that it's difficult because of these limiting beliefs that we have in society. I could go all damn day. But anyway, I don't want to go into that route because I'm probably already losing the people that are like, that sounds too mystical for me. That is totally unrealistic. And I want to put this in a realistic format so that it'll work for you, because I want to scream at him so bad. I want to scream back so bad. Not in even an angry way. I just want to scream back so maybe he can understand that I can hear every time he screams at whatever fucking game he's playing. I don't know what game he's playing. Y'all comment what fucking game that guy is playing. Anyway, I want... Anyway, so yeah, I want to make this realistic because it's not, sometimes you really feel like you can't break down your limiting beliefs, and it sucks to say I can't, or you can't, or any can't. Just don't want to say that, because you can do anything. You can do anything. If you just, there's so many things put in your head to instill that you can't, that it's hard for you to believe that you can. So sometimes it's easier to work around the beliefs instead of working to get rid of them. Because, like, you have to work your way to that. You don't just wake up one day and think that you're God, you know? Like, you really, because if you try to do that, your brain is immediately going to be like, no, you're not. That's God. You're just a person. What are you talking about? Can you dial it back? I think you have a God complex. All this other stuff. Not to say that if somebody wakes up and thinks that they're God, that they have or don't have a God complex, but you know what I mean. It starts to raise concern in you rather than confirmation, because that's just not something that you're used to believing. You don't believe that you're God. I don't believe that I'm God. That's okay though, because regardless of it, I'm God manifested. That's how I like to believe it. That's how I worked around my limiting beliefs, because I couldn't just think, yes, I'm God, because then all of these things kept popping in my head, just saying like, no, you're not, no, you're not, hold on a minute, dial back, calm down. So then I had to think, no, I'm God manifested. This is God manifested because it makes more sense, because God is in control in some way. There's source, some sort of whatever the fuck you want to believe in. And that's where you have to tie away the non-mystical, because then some people don't even believe in that shit. They are very much entirely like, science is science, and that's what's here, and we're here because we're here. Because the Big Bang, and then we just popped up. Like, it's just however you want to believe it. So let's say you want to get into manifesting. You're already doing it. But let's say you want to like really hone in and focus in and try to do these little tips and tricks and shit. How do you even explain it? Because the first thing that goes into that, of people that are non-mystical or non-metaphysical, or however you want to put it, they're just very realistic. And it's weird to say that because everything that's happening is realistic. It's just taught to us otherwise. But they come into this and they just want to debunk it. They want to be like, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. You can do these things. You can. You just have to believe super, super, super hard, and you do have to be a little delusional, but where's the fun in that? Like, you know, or where's the fun in not being delusional? Why not have a little bit of fun in this whole video game thing that we're doing, this fucking Sims? So why not just pretend that the stuff that you want, you already have, and then if you get it, holy shit, cool. But to explain it, I'm going to give some examples to explain it in a realistic way and how it actually happened with me and stuff like that, right? So, like, this is already getting absurdly stupid because somebody wants to keep yelling. Anyway, when you think about, so, and then here's an example, and then I'm going into, like, here's like a fake example or something to put yourself in your own shoes type shit, and I'm gonna go back to the stuff that's happened with me. Let's say you want to be like a high-end household name kind of thing. You just do this thing, and you can insert whatever thing you're interested in. And you want to be that, like, you just want people, household name type shit, you just want that. Or maybe you just want that new job that's down the street or something like that. Or you want to get this girl, or you want to get this guy, or you want to have a better relationship with such and such. Stuff like that. If you start to say that you want those things, normally we start to focus on the fact that we don't have them, or we're not in those positions. We don't have that thing. But the realistic way to think about it is that you have to ask yourself the question of, what would you be doing if you had that thing? What would you be doing if you had this guy as your boyfriend, or as your girlfriend, or as your whatever, or you were in a good relationship with whoever you're currently not in a good relationship with, or you had that job, or you were this household name, or you did have a dog? Like, what would you be doing? And so then you start to do that stuff. You definitely wouldn't be sulking about not having that thing, right? You would be, if you wanted to get a dog soon and you just didn't know where you're going to get it, you would go get a dog food bowl, get some dog food. You might go get a collar or a cage, I don't know, to prepare for the fact that you're getting a dog. You don't know when, but you're gonna get a dog. Somebody's going to partake in these things, and they're gonna be that's my dog. And that's how you would think, instead of being like, why would I get dog food? I don't even have a dog. And it's like, but you want a dog, right? So you're gonna get a dog. And it's funny when I'm not recording. It's funny when I'm not trying to be doing something. It's funny when I'm like just chilling in my room and I hear him. But when I'm trying to do something. Anyway, that's my example on that, of just how you're gonna think about that, and the more that you think about that, or the more you put yourself in that position. So like, you want this job, and you're gonna be like, if you got the job, then you would be manager or something, or you'd be like, I don't know, fucking something where you know the position. What would you be doing in that position? What would you be thinking about? Even if you couldn't do these things, like you maybe want a dog, but you can't get a dog because you live in a place where you can't have one, or you don't want to pay the extra fee or some shit, or whatever the case may be. So then you just start thinking about, like, what would you be thinking about? It's just like, oh, I don't know what you would think about when you have a dog, honestly. Just how much you love your dog. Like, right? Or just like the cute pictures, or, oh man, that dog looks like my dog's type shit. Whatever. You'd be thinking about that for the most part, right? So then in the same case of just like trying to get that job, what would you be thinking about? What would your schedule change to be if you had the job and you like maybe don't even know the schedule? Just come up with the schedule, because then that's like a cool way of manifesting a schedule that you actually want, instead of them giving you a schedule that you didn't think of. It's randomized until you decide that you want something, right? So then you could be like, yeah, I'll wake up at noon because I don't have to go to work until 2, and then the job is like 15 minutes away and there's never any traffic, and I get to do what I want. And when I'm thinking about like whatever job description it fits, you're thinking about that job description, and maybe you do some extra work at home so that you can be the top of your whatever production line, whatever the fuck, I don't know. And that's what you want to do, right? So that's what you would be thinking about. And in that same way, if you keep doing that and you keep thinking about that and only focusing on what exactly it is that you want and thinking like you have it already because you have it already, that helps so much into just going ahead and manifesting, or getting you closer to your manifestation. But in my honest opinion, that is only half of the work. A lot of the time you can't just do that and get what you want, but that's just a limiting belief of mine. I'm sure you could just do that alone and you would end up manifesting yourself into a position where you have the thing that you want, because so many things can happen to put you in this like whole new situation, and you can never, that's the good thing about unpredictability, is that so many things could work out in your favor, you just don't even know how it could. And sorry, my hands may look blue because I washed my hair and I'm about to retwist it, so, but my hands are blue because of the dye. I should have said that earlier. I wanted to gain more weight, so I started thinking about what would I be doing if I were gaining more weight. Or just like, it's a weird thing to think about, but like, what would I be doing if I wanted to be 25 pounds more heavy? So I was just like, oh, I'd be eating. I'd probably be eating something right now, or I'd probably be working out so I could gain it in muscle, or I'd probably be doing this. So then you do those things. So I was like, I have to eat. I realized I was so small because I don't fucking eat. So it's just like, I would eat. It would be in the sense of like, of course I'm eating, but it would be little bits here and there, and then like one big fat meal, and then I'm done for like 2 days, and then like I'd eat some more, and it's just like, but it just didn't go nowhere. And then I'd be like, I have high metabolism, so I'd just be shitting everything out anyway. So it just was a process. But then when I really thought about, and then I had to even think back, I used to be like, the most I weighed was 125 pounds, and that's what I want to be. So at some point, that's where I was at, and I had to even think about, and that's when it can be really useful. If you've been in the situation that you want before, just imagine yourself as how you felt when you were there. So when I was 125 pounds, I was eating sweet potato pies in my bedroom. So like, and then when I left, and in my bedroom, like when I lived with my grandparents, and then when I moved out and I lived by myself, I just stopped eating. Great weight loss tip if you ever want to do that. But I had to think about that, and I was like, dang, yeah, I need to get back on that. I gotta get back on the eating grind kind of shit. What the fuck? And so I just thought more about that. And then I started eating more. I started being mindful of, hey, I haven't eaten all day today. I am hungry. What I'm feeling is hunger. And you have to practice some mindfulness here and there, obviously. So I was just like, I have to go eat. And now my brain, that's been like some months. I've been wanting to gain weight for so long. But when I first started thinking about that, I think it was probably at the beginning of this year. But I'd been like really refocusing and rethinking stuff into the sense of me gaining weight or eating more and being mindful of when I ate and when I haven't and stuff like that, or when I haven't drank water and stuff, or when I haven't worked out, or when I haven't really done anything with my legs, to keep them active, to keep myself active. I think about this stuff now instead of just ignoring it or thinking about other things or thinking that I am so skinny. Why am I so skinny? Oh, well, so when I started thinking about that more, I started eating more. And you know what happens when you eat more? You gain weight. So I went from being like 98 pounds to now I'm 107. And it's like, you just manifested. That is something that I want, I have, and I'm getting. And I'm just getting shown the results of me having this thing. I'm going to keep fucking eating. I keep track of when I eat so that I know that I'm just not skipping out on a day. Life gets so busy, and so then I realize, like, if I don't have time to cook something, I could at least drink something that has the nutrients and the stuff that I need to actually gain any fucking weight instead of just not eating at all and wasting away. And I had to stop listening to the people that kept telling me, like, oh, you're really, 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 really skinny. Why are you so skinny? Oh, I can wrap my fingers around your fucking wrist and blah, blah, blah. Like, shut the fuck up. I wrap my fingers around your fucking throat. And it's just like, I got tired of listening to those kinds of people that would be around me and saying that shit. Or just, some people would even be like, I want your body. It's so skinny, like anorexic skinny. And I'm like, that's not the compliment that you think it is. Just to let you know. Or even when, like, you call me tiny or just teeny tiny, I hate that. Just stop it. But I know I'm small, but stop it. I'm not that small. I can't fit in your pocket. Stop. But things like that I had to ignore and just start thinking about how I felt about myself. What did I see in myself? What is my desired body? What do I see? And I want to be soft as shit. I want to be so soft. I just want to be so soft and squishy. So I just keep thinking of myself as soft and squishy, nothing else. And then I'm like, oh, well, if I'm soft and squishy, I gotta go eat something. And I just go eat. But, like, I'm hungry right now. And that's, like, the funny thing is, like, I can think about food and talk about food, and now I'll get hungry. I didn't really used to do that all the time. It would have to be, like, I'd see the food, smell the food, and then I'm like, I could eat. And then I probably still won't because I'll get distracted with something else that I have to do, which is more pressing than eating, my body thought. Or my brain thought. My body was over here screaming at me, like, you need to eat! But, anyway. But, yeah, that's, like, a good... Even though it's kind of embarrassing for me to say that, but it's like a good example of how when you rethink and rewire your shit, that's how manifesting can work on a realistic... What are we at? Oh, God. That's how manifesting could work on a realistic level. Deadass. So, and you just have to think about it that way. Manifesting is not some whimsical, like, stardust kind of thing. It can be if you want it to be, but it has things that works. It has rules. It has no rules. Like, that seems to be kind of one of the things. It's just like, there's no rules. Nothing has to be a limitation if you don't want it to be a limitation. So, but just to let you know, like, yeah, we're not all crazy over here. We're manifesting whatever desired reality we want. And I think I'm doing a pretty dope job at it. So, and I hope that this helps in some way. I'll definitely do, like, a part 2 if, like, I don't know. I'll do a part 2 because I just want to shut up now. I've talked, and I could talk about this a lot, of just, like, manifesting for the non-mystical or just for the realist, because there's realists out there that are just like, no, I will not do this shit. This is stupid. And it's like, it looks stupid, but it really works. You really have to, or you have to make it work for you. So hopefully this will help you make it work for you because it's realistic. Think about, like, take the takeaway. Just think about how you would feel, what you would be doing, and what you would be thinking if you had the thing that you want right now. And just move in that direction. Start doing that. Because if you don't start doing that, and you just keep thinking about how you don't have it, you're going to keep not having it, or not even making an effort to go get it. Because, and so, like, just in my opinion, to be realistic, because being a realist does put your own limitations into things, you can't see shit, but to be in that, to help you a little bit more, just start thinking about how it would feel. How it would feel, what you be doing, what you be thinking. And let me know how it goes. Of just like, I know there's some things that you might feel like you can't change, but you can do anything. You can do anything. Anything. So think about it. But again, just to take away, just start thinking about how you would feel. Think and act when you have the thing that you have. And I am hoping you have the thing that you have already. There's no limitations. You just gonna already have it. You gonna have it. You gonna have it. Because I'm gaining weight. I'm about to go eat some pasta. Of course I'm gaining weight. But okay. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Life is very unpredictable, in my honest opinion. And even the predictability of things gets unpredictable at some points. There's still, you never fucking know what could happen. And that's why it's always great to just think that something good could happen. Because it could. It's more likely of a chance anyway.